This NBA season, the NBA announced that there will be an additional prize to be won in the middle of the season. But how does this tournament work, and will this tournament actually be good? Well, if you want to know all about it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down because it's your thumb, and let's go ahead and get into it. This will be an in-season tournament that will take place between November and December of the current NBA season. The group stages will take place between November 3rd and November 28th, and the final two semifinals and championship rounds will take place December 7th and December 9th. The way that the group stages work, that there's 6 groups collectively between all the NBA teams, 3 in the East, 3 in the West. And the way that the groups are made was based upon the previous season's team's records. Each team will play 4 designated games in the group stages, with 2 being at home and 2 being away. The winners of the group stage will move on to play in the knockout rounds. And the way that the group stage's winners are determined is by record. Now, if teams have the same record, then they go to their tie policy. And this policy is first that a head-to-head record in group stage, point differential, total points scored, their regular season record from the 2022-23 regular season, and then finally, if all that is still tied, then they just go to a random drawing. There will be 8 teams in the knockout stages. It'll be the 6 group winners and then 2 wild cards. And the wild cards are 1 team from each conference with the second best record of their group. And if there's a tie for the wild card position, they will use that same tie policy that they did to decide the group winners. The knockout stages are single elimination, with the quarters being played December 4th and December 5th in those teams' markets. The 4 losers of this round will play a regular season game on December 8th against a team from their same conference. And the final stage is the semifinals and championship of this midseason tournament, which will take place in Las Vegas. These players aren't just playing for the love of basketball. There's actually a prize and a trophy on the line for them to win. There is an allocated prize money pot that will be given out once the group stages are over. And players have the opportunity to win more money once they go throughout the knockout rounds. If a team loses in the quarterfinals, they receive $50,000. If you lose in the semifinals, you receive $100,000. If you lose in the championship, you receive $200,000. And if you win the entire thing, you win $500,000 and a trophy. Now, I don't think the trophy looks that great, but it's $500,000 in a trophy you didn't have before. There will also be selections for MVP and all-tournament team once the tournament has ended. All of these games will be contributing to their record that will determine if they make the playoffs or not, as well as the stats from these games will be contributed to their regular season totals, except for the championship match, which none of those stats will count. And each team will have a specialized court for when they play their at-home mid-season tournament games. So you probably are wondering who are in these groups, Ashleigh. Well, the West A group is Memphis, Lakers, Portland, Suns, and Utah. The West B group is Denver, the Clippers, Dallas, New Orleans, and Houston. The West C group is Sacramento, Golden State, Minnesota, Oklahoma, and San Antonio. The East A group is Philly, Cleveland, Atlanta, Indiana, and Detroit. The East B group is Milwaukee, the New York Knicks, Miami, Washington, and Charlotte. And the last group is the East C, and they are Boston, Brooklyn, Toronto, Chicago, and Orlando. Well, now that you know all about the NBA midseason tournament, make sure to check out this video right here where I give my predictions for what is going to happen this NBA season, as well as subscribe and hit the bell down below to be notified every time I post a new video, which are Mondays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As well as leave me a comment down below telling me, are you excited for this mid-season tournament? And do you think this is actually going to be something that gets the players excited about the first half of the NBA season? As well as give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down because it's still your thumb. And remember, don't be afraid to join the convo.